Hello everyone, welcome back. Okay, tiny privet over these three Chinese gods statues that I got at the car boot sale. These were cuttings that I had, so I just placed them over this last year, over these guys. So as you see now, they're growing pretty good. So I just want to go in and do a bit of pruning, because we've got a lot of branches growing inwards and stuff, and they grow with branches opposite each other. So we want to kind of get rid of, can't even see through my glasses, got rid of one off each of them so there's not like bar branches, and just basically get it starting to grow more the way we want it, rather than just growing as three kind of bushes. So yeah, so let's get into it and see how we get on. Probably not going to really have a front to this tree. You can see this, the three of them are kind of, I put the three of them back to back. The three individual statues, but I kind of, when I planted it up, I arranged it like this, so that that's a piece of that's been knocked off, unless that was missing all the time. So I've kind of interwound the roots from one to the other and stuff. Like you can see these roots coming round, and then they go round this one and stuff, so they all eventually interlock to each other. The only thing I probably should have done was maybe put them onto something, because when I lift them, I don't know how secure the three of them are going to be together, but we'll see. Won't be lifting them yet anyway, we'll leave them for another while. Okay, so like here now you can see there's two branches opposite each other, so we want to get rid of this inside one. We've got some lower branch going on here too, so I'll take this inside one out. I'm not sure if I want this one or not yet. Down here I've got kind of three branches coming up, three trunks basically. So this one kind of comes up, stops, and then comes out. So this can be our, basically our, work as a bottom branch. So what I'll do is I'll just prune that back. Two more of a kind of a pad shape. Now this one, the thing I have with this one, as you can see there now, there's a big gap between there. If I get rid of this one out of here, if I was to reduce it to there, maybe, and keep it as part of this pad. Take out the other branch there. Maybe we can utilise it as part of this. I'll take this one a little bit there, and this one. Keep it as part of this maybe. We'll see. This one again, this one splits off, as you can see, into lots of shoots. One back here, that one. So this one, we'll take off these lower ones, just to give it more of a trunk like. This one back here, I think I'm going to take that one off completely. Although it does have this branch on it. So maybe that's why I left it, to give us an outward facing branch here. Maybe I'll just take the top off that one. We'll take the inner branch off it as well. Again, this one we can use as our first kind of pad, if you like. Where's this branch coming from? I've got a branch in here. That's coming from this one back here. So this one is coming from here, so let's get rid of that one anyway. I think you got to do it more like process of elimination. Get rid of branches we definitely don't want. Well, this one here, we could possibly train out it this way. With a little bit of wire, just get it started. But we'll take off that in a bit. We'll get that one out there. I think that would be better, rather than chopping it off. Which means we do need to get rid of this one in here, although that one is a bit lower, so maybe it would be okay. So I'll just put a little bit of wire on this one just so I can, keep going with the process, otherwise I'll forget what I'm doing, where I'm going. What's this one here? I'll have to keep my eye on this wire because I think it will bite in pretty fast on these. They're all pretty. Get rid of that. We can just lock it off there. We'll just bring it over the branch, and again this is only going to be just loosely put on so it doesn't bite in too quick, and it's just to basically get this branch to turn this way rather than forwards, just like that. I'm not going to wire it out to the end, just enough to get it out to there. And again, we're going to need to maybe reduce it. I'll just reduce it to here. Well, I'll leave the reducing for now. We'll come back and do that afterwards. The branch going inwards here, get rid of that one. That one here going in. Now, I've got 3 branches growing up here from this guy. So if we take off, do I want to take off this big one? There's actually another one in there. There's 4 coming from the same place here. This is pretty heavy branch for up here. I think we may have to get rid of it. So I'll take that heavier one out. And I'm going to take off this one inside again. Take off some of these small shoots. I'll take off this one as well. And then as we come up here, it'll split into 2 up here. So that's good. And then up here. Take it back to them too. We'll just prune these back a bit. This one's here, we don't want this one coming this way, so we'll get rid of that one. We can leave this inner one because it's up near the top. It still needs something to fill in the centre. And then maybe let's just take it to here for now. So we have one growing up there. that we might use as a kind of an apex. Now, so we come around here again. Now we have this one here. I think I'm going to take this one off. Let's have a look. Yeah, it's kind of right down here, so we'll get rid of that one completely. Leaving a bit of a gap here, but I'm sure it will fill in time. We've got two branches there, which are kind of good. And there's the piece of that statue that's been knocked off. There it was. No, that's been knocked off. Here's the ear under the tree knocked off, or did I just do it? It's off there. Anyway, we can always go back on if we need to, but to be honest, I don't think you kind of notice bits missing off them. I'm wondering whether they broke when I got them and been glued back on. I can't see the piece that was here. That one you wouldn't even kind of, it's just one of these parts. And as the tree kind of forced it off as the tree's been growing, as it broke it off because it's kind of right where the tree was, or maybe when I was moving the tree I knocked off, but we can fix it if need be. Right, so where am I? This bit here going up, and get rid of that. Now I have this one shooting off here. Which I don't mind, we could have this as another apex up this way. Get rid of this middle bit, and we'll get rid of this, drop it right back to there. Take off this. Got this kind of branch in there we can get rid of. So that one now looks a bit better. I think. Whoa. Knocking everything. Look, it's hard to tell. Let's maybe reduce these back a bit. Something like that. I think these are going to take a bit of work on till they start to take shape. Okay, so that whole tree now looks to be okay. Everything looks alright where everything is. The one behind it, need to work on the top here a bit. It's a bit too full. This is probably going to be the tallest tree. Thinking I'll take it back to here on this one. Just reduce them back. And then this guy. Take that one out. Take that one back to there. There's a lot going on here too. Take that one off there. We'll reduce this one right back. Out under here a bit. Starting to take a bit of shape now. You might not be able to see much going on the camera yet. I don't know about this guy here. I think there's too much here. I'm going to take this one back to there. This one as well, I think is too much. I'm going to take that one back. To kind of think long term. Okay, so this guy. Kind of funny branch here, shooting across. Take him off completely. I'm going straight up there, we'll get rid of that one. Want to kind of get it set so that it's just going to be more clip and grab than any wire or anything. So now I want to get it sorted, the main branch structure, and then the rest will come easier once that's sorted. Now I've got this one here, let's see. I think we'll get rid of that one. Got 3 come from the one spot here. I gotta lose one, so which one? It's tricky because I want it to look good from all 3 sides. So if you take one off one side, it might look okay, but then when you turn it round, it may look a bit odd. So if you take all that top off, or do I take off this side one? Decisions. There is another smaller branch back here, so I'll take this side one off altogether. This one can grow and fill out in there. And now we just need to reduce this all back up here. Now do I want this as my toiletry? Probably about there would be okay. I don't want it getting left behind either. These are thicker and stronger. I don't want one tree to be smaller than the others. Now again, I've got these 2 bar branches. If I take this one off, leave that one, do that, leave this one on. Let's reduce these back to there. Some more bar branching on here, so leave this in and one off. Okay, how's that looking? I might leave this one on just to fill out over here. not sure if I'll need it or not yet, but I'll just reduce some of these back now. Got that big leaf. Leave this one just strengthen up a bit. Maybe this one. Okay, so I think that's pretty good now. Take a fair bit off that. There's a couple I might put in as cuttings because, like that, all of these came from one cutting that I took off the main tree that died, so it's always handy to have spare ones. Okay, so I'll just give you a 360 of it. Starting to get a little bit more better branch structure. We'll just have to keep working on it. Slowly but surely we'll build all the pads up so it ends up looking like one tree but three trees and everything. The overall thing will look as one tree but also individual trees is my plan. Okay, so we'll put that one out and we'll just bring in one more so we'll have a look at it. Okay, so have a quick look at this fuchsia. This one with the root over the statue as well. And you see it's well gripped onto that statue good now. So I just want to give it a little bit of a tidy up. I might just leave all the flowers for now, dangling down, but just on the top get rid of some of these shoots as they take off, and then all this back here starts to die off. If you leave the shoots get too big and strong, it takes all the energy. So I'm just going to basically just prune them back a bit off the top here. Okay, back there to the front. I'll just take off this tip a bit, it's sticking out a bit much. So yeah, that's about it really. I just wanted to take away some of these long ones because, like I said, if you leave them, they grow strong and then the leaves behind start to go yellow and die off. So it's best to keep them kind of pruned a bit, stop that happening. But like that, I'll leave the long ones down here, they don't matter, that's not a problem when they're down below. That one I'll take off. I think they'd build these scissors with handles so you wouldn't drop them. Okay, go in there, take off that long one. The rest are alright, I'll leave all these long ones down here. Like I said, they don't matter too much, the long ones down the bottom. Plus it looks well with them hanging down. Okay, so we'll leave it at that. And I'll keep you updated with the other tree. We'll have another look at that in a couple of weeks, see how it's getting on. Probably bring it in, give it another prune. I want to kind of keep on top of the prune with that now, to start trying to get it to build pads and like that. When they have bar branches, you need to keep on top of that, otherwise you end up with bulges growing. So we'll leave it at that. So as always guys, thanks for watching, and we'll see you on the next one.